Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are having a great start to your Wednesday. I'm popping on here a day late, so I apologize for that. I meant to go live yesterday, but life got in the way and I wasn't able to get on. So I decided I would make it up to you guys today and chat with you guys about the 2 ways to leverage Facebook groups so that you can get visible and get clients. So this applies to both virtual assistants and to business owners. You can get a lot of organic reach and land clients just by using Facebook page or Facebook groups, and using them to your advantage to get clients. And I know a lot of you are already involved in them, but sometimes you're not using them the right way. And I am so guilty of this. You need to know and understand why it's so important to use these groups to your advantage without having to be in there promoting yourself, because a lot of times that's not allowed. So we want to make sure that you're actually promoting yourself without actually promoting yourself. So I'm going to talk about the 2 ways for you to get visible and get clients. So for those of you who are joining me live, please click live or put live down in the comments. If you're catching the replay, put replay in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and share this out to our community if my computer decides that it wants to stop freezing on me. All right. So our community is the Badass Biz Runners. We are all about helping women find their passion in life, whether as a virtual assistant or as a business owner. Badass Biz Runners. And post. Awesome. So let's get right to it. So how can you leverage Facebook groups to get visible and get clients? So that is the big question of the day. I will tell you that I'm a Facebook ad snob. Like, I have taken courses on them. I have used them in the past. I've used them for myself. I've been managing clients' ads. I love Facebook ads. They are a great way to build your list. They're a great way for you to get visible and to build your brand. There's no way that Kelly and I would have gotten our list to grow without using Facebook ads. But, and this is a big but, you can do this without having to utilize Facebook ads. And that's by utilizing Facebook groups the right way. So the 2 ways that you can do this. The first one, show up. So I want you to think about, where does your ideal client hang out? Where do they hang out? What groups would your ideal client be in? For Kelly and I, we work with business owners. We work specifically with female business owners. So we are involved in a lot of female business owner groups, female entrepreneur groups. So great ones for us are like Boss Moms and, oh my gosh, I can't think of any other off the top of my head, but Boss Moms is a great one for us. Any that is like a female entrepreneur group is a perfect way for us to get visible, because our ideal client is probably in that group. And all of the time, especially for those of you who are working as a virtual assistant, all of the time there will be posts in there that say, hey, I'm looking for a virtual assistant. Does anyone know a good one? This is exactly what I'm looking for. And they'll list like the requirements of what they want their virtual assistant to have. And so for us, it's a no-brainer, because we can be like, we can absolutely do that. Or hi Jerry. Or we can, hey Stacy. Or if we don't feel like we can do that or take on another client, because Kelly and I are pretty much at capacity at this point. We take on clients pretty much all the time and are continually taking on clients as much as we can. But at the same time, we also have a group of virtual assistants that we've personally trained who would be perfect for that job and who are always looking for work. So if you're ever looking for a virtual assistant, you can come into our community. We have loads of them in there, some of them that we have personally trained, but we're always adding value to that group so that we know who would be a perfect candidate for that job. So getting visible in that group. How do you get visible in groups? Getting visible in groups involves commenting, liking, adding value. You can add value by sharing your story, by sharing what you do without promoting yourself. So this isn't going in, and for Kelly and I, if we wouldn't be going in there and promoting our virtual assistant bootcamp. That would be silly. First of all, usually not allowed in groups, but people hate that. We don't want to spam people with what we want. We want to warm them up. We want them to get to know us first. And so we're going to get in there and we're going to comment on posts that resonate with us. So if someone has a question that I know the answer to, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to comment on that. Or if I see somebody has posted something that's amazing about like what they're doing in their business, I'm going to go ahead and like that and comment on it about how awesome that is. So I want them to see me. I want them to see me and what I do and how I can add value to their business or add value to what they want to be doing in their business. So getting visible in those groups, commenting on posts, liking posts, sharing value, sharing something that you think people would find as valuable. So for example, you can post a question in there. Typically, I like to ask ahead of time for the admin of that group to make sure it's okay. I usually, if I'm going to post something in a group, it's usually one of my personal friends that I feel comfortable with asking. But other times, it might just be a question that I know people in that group would have an answer to, like, hey, I need help with this thing. Does anyone have an answer to that? And that's a really great way to do that. And then adding the value that way is also really great. Sorry, I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold right now. So first thing is to show up. So get visible by showing up. And the second one, and this is super duper duper important, be consistent. So whether or not you're utilizing Facebook groups for this or just your social media strategy, you absolutely have to be consistent. People need to see you. If you're just going on for like into one group only, and you're only doing that like once a month, people are not going to see you. They're not going to be interested in you. They're not going to be warmed up to you. You are trying to get them to know, like, and trust you. So you need to be consistent with it. Kelly and I teach our virtual assistant training program graduates, I should say, students. We teach them to set a timer for 5 minutes, and every day go into those groups that you know your ideal client is hanging out in. So Boss Moms, our Badass Biz Runners group. For me, it would be running groups for my personal business. Anything that deals with who the client is that you want to work with, go into that group, comment and like on things for 5 minutes a day. Just get visible in there, but you have to be consistent with it. You have to be doing it frequently, right? It is a great idea and it works really well. But this is the same with your social media content too. You have to make sure that you are staying consistent. So for example, I know with Facebook ads, a lot of times you have to post it to your business page. So for us, we'd be posting it to our Biz Runners page. But if someone would click over to our Biz Runners page and see nothing on there or just see promotion posts, they're automatically not going to click on our offer or give us their email address like we're trying to do with a Facebook ad. So you have to be consistent. You have to be constantly adding value. You have to be doing it every single day. People need to know what to expect from you. Regardless of how you feel about it, routine and consistency, people thrive on it. I thrive on routine. I know this. Most kids thrive on routine. I was one of those parents who had my kids on a schedule like from birth. They ate at a certain time, they slept at a certain time, and my kids are great. So I'm just gonna, toot my own home for that. But you have to be consistent. You have to be getting in there consistent to warm up your ideal client. They need to see who you are. They need to know who you are. And eventually you're going to have enough referrals from friends and stuff. And this happens to Kelly and I all the time, is that one of our friends will see a post that's perfect for us about, needing help with landing pages or websites or just scheduling, or Kelly's really great at social media content and social media strategy. They're going to see that and they're going to tag us in the comments. So that gets us visible as well. But you have to make the effort to be consistent, to get into those groups and to be visible and to really help people and add value to them. So those are my 2 strategies for helping you get visible, leveraging those Facebook groups, and getting some clients. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will chat with you later. Bye.